Hey, what's up guys, it's Vatonage. Welcome back to another add-on showcase. For this add-on you need to be on 1.17.10. It should also work on 1.17.2 or any newer version that comes out after. It should work on that as well, as long as it's not like the betas. And to make it work you have to go into your world settings and enable these three settings, and then you can just enter the world after you put the behavior pack and stuff, obviously. And basically this new update adds 6 new blocks, but I think they're really cool. So there are 3 conveyor types. I removed the old conveyor, so now there's custom conveyors. There's a block breaker, a drying rack, and a storage unit. So let me go show you the recipes really quick. So right here is the recipes. So here's the router, the drying rack, the advanced conveyor, the normal conveyor, and the drying rack, the sorter, and then the storage unit. By the way, for the rest of the items, there should be a card in the top corner of your screen. You can click that if you want a tutorial on all of those, because I'm not going to be covering all the things in this video, but the video up there shows the stuff from the older updates. So basically, I'm going to first show off the drying rack. This add-on adds a couple of things that can be rotated. So if there are items that can be rotated, you have to right-click them first to get them in the block form, which is kind of annoying, but that's how I had to make it. So basically the drying rack, you can place it on the side of a block, and based on where you're standing, and you can put rotten flesh, saplings inside of them. Basically the rotten flesh will slowly turn into leather, and the saplings will turn into vines. If you want those items, that's how you get them now. And you just have to wait 30 seconds to 60 seconds to get them. So I'll just do some other stuff in the meantime. And then let me show you the conveyors. So these conveyors are like the drying rack. You have to turn them into the block form. And as you can see, that's turned into leather and vines. So that's how you can get those now. So for this, I'm just going to place a couple of conveyors. The advanced conveyors are faster than the normal conveyors, and the router basically sends items in a random direction. So if I just drop some items over here, it will send the items in a random direction. It's completely random, so this is a way you can split up some items. And it's just based on luck on what direction they go. It's really random, but for some reason it didn't want to go in that way until that item. And there's also a block breaker and a storage unit. The block breaker is the only thing that requires power inside of this update. So over here I'm going to show you the storage unit. So if you right click the power core, it says how much of a certain item you have stored. As you can see, we have 100,000 cobblestone. I said that with a command. But it can store a lot more items than just 100,000, so you should be fine. It's a really good storage system. And as you can see, it's going up each time the cobblestone goes above it. So this is basically a storage unit. You need this to be able to store items in there. And when cobblestone or any item basically, there's only 64 types of items that this can store, but when one of those items goes on top of the storage unit, it automatically gets deposited, and you can withdraw them by right clicking with the item you want. So if I do it with my hand, nothing will happen, but if I use cobblestone, then it will give me the cobblestone. It'll give 4 at a time, and as you can see, it withdraws from this, so the number in the power core goes down. And if you want to put them back, you just drop them on top of the power core, the storage unit one at a time. So you just drop them. And if you, like, say, if you drop 20 on here, it only goes up by 1. So only drop them one at a time. Yeah, see, it's not going up by 20, it only went up by 1 from that. You have to drop them one at a time. You can automate this with a dropper if you want. But that's the best I could make it. A lot of you were asking for a storage system, so this is my solution to that. I can't make like custom chests or like an ME system. I guess this is kind of an ME system, but yeah, this is the best I could do for solving storage. And I think I did a decent job. It definitely works, but it might be kind of buggy. So if you have any glitches or anything, then make sure you like comment them so I can fix them. Over here is a little bit of a more advanced setup. Basically, there's a router right here which splits up the ores. So half of the ores go inside the storage and half of them get smelted and then go inside the storage. So if I go over here, all of the items are getting stored, and there's a bunch of items. That could get kind of annoying, but that's the only way I could make it work. And if I like pick up some of these, I can like just right click this and I can pick up some items from the storage unit. And if I'm just gonna get as much iron as I can, and as you can see, when there's no more left, it makes that particle. And if I go over here, we only have 2 iron ore, so it has to have at least 4 for me to take any out. And that works with like basically every item that gets stored. So and next I made the spikes only a half slab, so if I like drop items on, then the hopper can pick them up. It's a basic change, but it's a good one, so you can use this to pick up items without you having to use a vacuum hopper. Next, this is a item sorter. It's kind of glitchy right now, so it only sorts some items. So say if I wanted to sort diamonds, then I just right click with diamonds and drop diamonds on it, or use the conveyors. But it is kind of glitchy, and if I like drop any other item, it shouldn't go down there unless it's added to the sorter. But I might make this better in the future. It's kind of glitchy, so if you guys use this, then good luck getting it to work. But this thing, it should work most of the time. I haven't really had any problems with it, except for all the bugs I had to fix. And over here are block breakers. As you can see, it can't break the obsidian, but if I place like dirt there, then the bedrock, then it will break the dirt, but it won't break any bedrock. But these take up a lot of power. And over here is a little bit of a basalt breaker. This is a block breaker right here, and it breaks the basalt. So if you ever wanted to like automate basalt, that's how you do it. And yeah, that's basically it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.